ain't the same nigga that I saw last time. The fuck?
Yeah. There's some whores in this house, for real. I said certified hands. Better ask the fans. Fat and
Hey guys, it's LoveLee Soul here, and I'm back with another video. So, I am coming to you guys with a story time. Hold up, let me fix my braid, because it's looking kind of crazy. This story time video was years ago, of course, you know, most story time videos are. The time that I feel like I was catfished. I was pretty much catfished, but in a weird type of way, okay? One day, my friends and I, we went to the club, and we were leaving. It was like, the club was over, and we were walking back to the car. It was, you know, dark, but of course street lights and everything was on, but it was like downtown, so we weren't the only people walking back to our car. There was a lot of people around. So this guy, you know, ran up to me, and he was fine, y'all. Like, he was real cute, tall, very handsome. He wasn't all that tall. Like, I had heels on, and we were like close to the same height, you know. So he wasn't all that tall, but he was fine. And he kind of reminded me of the guy I was trying to get over at the time. So that probably gave me a little bit of, you know, momentum to be like, yes, sir, I'll be yours. So he came up to me, he asked me for my number and my name, okay? My name and my number. I told him that my name was Tiffany, because that's my name. If I don't want you, my name's Tiffany. That's just how it is. Even though he was fine, it was like, I don't know, but whatever. My name's Tiffany if I don't want you. So I gave him my name and my actual number. I didn't give him a wrong number because he was cute. I was like, you know, I could talk to him, and then I might, you know, have to tell him, like, my name not Tiffany, or, you know. I gave him my number, and then that was it. It was over. I don't know if it was like a week later or if it was the next day or so, but I ended up going to New York. I often went to New York before I ended up moving there, you know, visiting family and stuff like that. So I went to New York for like a weekend, and he texted me. And we're talking, like, he was cool. I found out he was a Scorpio, and I was just like, oh, okay. So, yeah. So, he seemed like a pretty cool dude or whatever, and I was thinking to myself, like, when the fuck am I going to tell him that my name is not Tiffany? I don't know. I was like, I really think he's, you know, he's kind of cool, but, hold on, y'all, this is bothering me. The fuck? Okay. I was like, I really think he's kind of cool, but when am I going to be able to tell him that I'm not Tiffany? I don't think that I'm going to be able to do that. So, I was like, okay, whatever. I never told him. So, we planned a date. He said that he wanted to cook for me, so I was going to have to go to his house for him to cook for me, obviously, right? So I was like, okay, that's cool, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, back then, I was kind of stupid. I'm still stupid. I told y'all this already. I'm so happy I'm not stupid no more. Okay, I'm kind of stupid, but I'm not all the way stupid. I used to be a little stupid. I used to be more stupid than I am right now. So, growth. I told y'all. But, yeah. I ended up leaving New York a little bit too late. I don't know if I missed my bus or what happened. Maybe there was some delays or something. I decided to stay later. Like, sometimes when I was going to New York, I didn't want to leave. I was having so much fun. I didn't want to leave. So I got back to Connecticut at like 12 in the morning. My sister came to pick me up at the bus stop, and I told her, like, hey, drop me off here, you know. So I was trying to hype it up, like he was this bomb person. I was like, yeah, he a doctor. He be working on people. Yeah, my baby a surgeon. Psych. Anyway, so I was like, he worked at like I don't know where the fuck he worked, I forgot, but he wore scrubs. So there go that. She drops me off, and I'm like, I'm feeling kind of weird, but not really. You know, my intuition wasn't even all that advanced back then. It wasn't all that advanced like how it is now. So I go there, and I call him, or I text him, and I'm just like, oh, I'm outside. So he's like, cool, bet, yeah, let me come downstairs and, you know, open the door for you. So I was like, okay. So I hear the door close, and I hear footsteps coming downstairs. I'm like, yeah, that's him. Like, in the house. Hey, I'm about to eat. I'm about to eat this food. He better be able to cook. That's what I'm thinking, you know? He comes, and I'm looking at the person that's walking towards me to open the door, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck is he? Sir, who are you? You know? Because it's like in my head, it clicked, like, this ain't the same person I was talking to. Oh, this ain't the same person I saw that day that got my number. So he opened the door, and I'm like, hey, because, you know, I'm thinking, like, maybe that's his friend, or maybe that's a random person that's leaving at 1 in the morning to go somewhere, I don't know. And I was just like, hey, you know, and he's like, looking at me like, you know, like, girl, it's me, it's daddy. And I'm like, hi. hi. So he invites me upstairs and I'm walking. He wanted me to walk before him, so I'm just walking, you know. I felt like I scrunched my ass cheeks together a little bit because I'm like, you don't deserve to see this because you ain't the same person. We get into his house and I sit down on the couch and I'm kind of uncomfortable. It's like my comfortableness is like decreasing. Like as time goes on, it's decreasing, you know? And I don't know why I started right here. I should have did this so y'all can see that it's decreasing because I'm still going down. Y'all can't see shit. He goes, oh, you're even prettier than I saw you last time. And I was like, you ain't the same nigga that I saw last time. The fuck? Okay. And he was telling me, like, if I'm hungry. I was like, no, I'm not really hungry. And then he was like, oh, but I cooked all this food. I was like, I mean, I guess you could warm it up then. I mean, I don't, you know, I felt bad. You know, I didn't know about boundaries and shit back then, so, yeah. So he sits down on the couch, and I'm sure he realizes that I'm uncomfortable because he's like, so what you think? And I'm just like, I think you ain't the same motherfucker I gave my number to. That's what I think, sir. That's what the fuck I think, sir. He looking at me because he know. And I'm just like, I just decided, like, I gotta come out and say it. I was like, you don't look like the person that walked up to me that day, you know? Because this nigga, mind you, like I said, that person that walked up to me, he was like my height while I was in heels, okay? I don't know how tall I was back then because I grew out of fucking nowhere. I'm 5'9" now. Back then I probably was like 5'7.5", 5'8". I don't fucking know. But in heels, you know, back then I used to wear like 6-inch heels. So he was like my height, you know? And then this dude, he's way taller than me. Like way taller. And he big. He was like big and tall. But it wasn't like, he wasn't fat. He was just big, like bulky. And I was just like, but it wasn't like muscles. I don't fucking know how to explain his damn body type, y'all, okay? You know, I tell him, I'm like, you don't look like that guy, you know? And he's just like, oh yeah, that was my homeboy. He got your number, but he had a girl, so he decided to give me your number, and I decided to talk to you instead. The fuck do you think this is, mister? Y'all over here flipping the floppity my numbers. You see my face? What? Like, where they do that at, though? Clearly over here, but I'm just saying, where they do that at, though? Like, why? Why did you think that would be okay? Why? And then you looking like how you looking? And he was looking like how he was looking? But you looking like how you looking? Trife. So I'm like, okay. Uncomfortable as fuck. Just like, okay. Okay. So he was just like, he felt my vibe. Okay? I transmit that shit all through the fucking air. You can feel my vibe. He was just like, I mean, if you're uncomfortable, you know, since it's late, you might as well just spend the night. I know you ain't got no ride home, so, I mean, you can sleep in my bed and I'll just sleep out here. I was like, that's a good idea. That's good. That's a good idea, sir. So, you know, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go lay down. So I, you know, he brought me to his room and I sat on his bed and he showed me how to work the TV. And I was like, okay, thank you. And at first I could take a breath of fresh air. I was feeling okay. I was like, okay, I could do this. You know, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna wake back up. You know, it's already like 1 in the morning. You know, it's not gonna be too long for me to have to wake up and then call for my ride and get out. Get out of there. I'm in there. I'm like, I really don't want to stay here. I'm like, who the fuck can I call? Who can I call to come pick me up right now? Because I really don't want to be here. You know, it's like, like I said, my fucking comfortableness started decreasing every minute I was in there. And I was just like, I want to go. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to stay. I want to go, but I'm going to stay. Oh, I think I should just stay. But who the fuck am I going to call? You got to stay. That's me. Going back and forth about everything. I'm trying to calm myself down enough to be like, okay, you don't got no choice but to stay. Because you don't have a ride. And you don't live where he lives. Like, my mom lived in the suburbs, okay? Which would be like 20 to 25 minutes away from where the fuck I am right now. Alright? And I didn't have anybody in the vicinity where he lived. So, I was just like, I gotta make the best of it. But what made me not make the best of it and kind of turn into the Capricorn that I motherfucking am was when he walked in the room and was like,
oh, so you just gonna let me sleep on the couch and not in my own bed?
Nigga, you can have your bed, but take me the fuck home. How about that, bitch? I was like, listen, you can sleep in your bed, but I want to go home. I was like, take me home. He was like, no, I was just kidding, you know, take me home. Because you was kidding a little bit too much and it wasn't a key, okay? Now, it's not jokey time. It's not jokey time. You already fucking catfished me, motherfucker, okay? Take me home. So, he was like, all right, I'm gonna bring you home. I was like, all right, good, shit. Bring me home. It's your fault anyways, I'm here. You know, we were in his car. We didn't say anything to each other until we got like 2 seconds away from my fucking house. Then he gonna be like, oh, you sure? I mean, we could turn around right now. We could go back to the house. I'm like, nigga, no. No, I'm not, no. I said no. Then he came, y'all, let me tell you the other story that he told me. Little story. He said the reason why, while we driving now, he said, you know, we 2 seconds away from my house and he talking about some, I was shy. That's why I didn't come up to you and I told my friend to do it for me. That makes it worse. Yo motherfucking big ass couldn't come up to me and be like, hi, how are you? Can I get your number so I could tell you no respectfully? Like, you couldn't do that? Like, I get it, but you decided to play me with a fine motherfucker? Like, so he drops me off home and, you know, he's texting me and I'm not texting back. Like, I don't want you. I didn't want you. I never knew who you were until today, okay? Like, blocked. So, that's my story time, y'all. That's my catfishing fucking story time. I'm happy that I wasn't raped, I wasn't kidnapped, I wasn't killed, because that was a risky situation. I was happy I didn't even give him my name, my real name, because I was telling myself, I'm like, I have to tell him that my name isn't Tiffany. But I was thinking to myself, I was like, is that what I get? Because I told him a fake name, so he was a fake person? Like, let me know in the comment section if you felt like I deserved that. I don't think I did, because I was being true. I was being a true black woman, walking to the car, and trying to be over here, and then this fine little tenderoni came up to me, and, like, you know, made me feel like he was interested, and then it wasn't even him, it was, like, his tall, like, weirdo friend in the background that was, like, interested in me. Like, what the fuck? But, yeah, y'all, let me know in the comment section, what y'all would have did in that situation. Like, I know a lot of people probably wouldn't even put themselves in that predicament, but when you're young and dumb, it's like sometimes you just don't even know. Like, you have to go through situations like that to even understand what it feels like. But I know I would never put myself in that situation again. So, yeah, that's the thing. And the fact is, like, he wasn't ugly. He just wasn't for me. Yes, that is the end of the story time, y'all. I hope you guys like it. Comment down below your thoughts. And yeah, like, subscribe, and share this. Probably don't share this. Hopefully that wasn't y'all brother, y'all uncle. Shit, y'all daddy. For the guy that this was, if you ever come across this video, you wrong. You knew you ain't look like your friend. You thought I was stupid. I'm not.
This tea, bitch, we all sip. Your husband, bitch, he dipped that house. You did not flip. YouTube need to get hit one sneeze. Yo, shirt.